All right, and so
established one.
Say that again.
It's going to be a lot different with a new brand compared to an established one. This exercise, I feel.
It's correct. Yeah. It'll be. I'm curious to see what comes out of you guys. You know, I've done this with established brands. I've done it with new brands. It's interesting what actually comes about. You know, when we start to dig deep. Let me just pull. I just got to grab one more document, and then we'll be good to go. All right, let me share screen. All right.
Yeah, we did this day one for Ryan.
Yep.
Day two.
Bigger for you guys.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
All right, cool. So we break this down. I'm sorry, what was your name again? Daniel. So Daniel, we break our brand attributes down into 6 categories. So there's a general category, there's a culture category, and that's internally, obviously. We have our community or our users, right? We also have an overall culture. Like, what is the culture when you step foot in the presence of Onest Health? Onest or Honest? Tell me again, please. Honest, yeah. So yeah, it's really going to play with people. I'm telling you right now. So we have our community, and then we have our brand voice. Like, that needs to be very, very distinct, right? So we'll start to brainstorm some stuff there. And then we have our emotional and qualitative feelings. Like, what do we want our users to actually feel, right? And then lastly, what tangibles are we going to help them with? So are they going to save time? Are they going to save money? Are they going to, you know, what is the takeaway? What is the outcome? What is the benefit from Onest Health's, you know, products and services? So what I like to do is start from the left and work right. So basically all we do here is brainstorm. We think of adjectives, right? As many as we possibly can to fill this box. And then we do that 6 times across the board. And then we go back and we pick our favorite one out of all 6. And then we start to create, then we take this information and put it into our brief. And then we start to develop our brief. And then we present the brief to you guys based upon, you know, our previous calls, these calls, and we go from there. So starting at, and the other thing, Jordan, that we forgot to do with Ryan, which we can certainly do at the end of this call, is I want to put together basically sort of a pseudo mission statement. It's not going to be the mission statement, but it's going to have a real good flow to it. And by using the highlighted words that we choose at the end, we're going to plug those into a little bit of a formula, and that formula is going to spit out, you know, something that's really close to our mission statement. So I'm just pulling out my clock, and let's see, we got an hour call, 45 minutes. So let's say 8 minutes, you know, for each one, 5 minutes for each one. All right, so let's go. The clock has started. Adjectives.
Is healthy is even an adjective?
Yeah,
I'm so bad with that.
It definitely is.
Verb. Adjectives are naming. Verb is doing. Adjective is describing something.
That's correct.
Describing, yeah. So honest.
Oh, I love it.
Healthy. Yeah, vital. It's not really describing. Is it describing? Healthy, honest. Yeah, educational. It's hard, isn't it? Educational. All right, so honest, health, inspiring.
Love it.
Inspiring, motivational. Would you say is life changing? Like not life changing, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Duck it down there. We're short on words.
Let's put it down. It doesn't have to be one of our favorite choices, but let's put it down. We're just brainstorming here. We're dumping.
Energetic. Or is that more?
I like it.
Geez, yeah. Delicious.
Yep.
Hey, it works. Delicious, tasty, high quality.
There you go.
Yeah, organic, pure.
Ooh, love it.
Organic. So like, pure, honest. You can almost say like raw, natural.
So yeah, all natural or natural?
Just natural. Yeah, put raw down as well.
Okay, good.
Like if something like you said, no fillers, is that no fillers or like is that more of a thinking more product, describing the products now, no fillers, whatever. Innovative?
Ooh, I like it. Is it commercial? What is it?
Clean?
Clean.
There's another one.
But impactful.
Yeah, impactful. Yeah, impactful and for the environment where
Nutritional?
Nutritional, yes.
Maybe think some. I don't want to go there. Hold my thought, because sometimes what I say will influence you, and I don't want to do that.
Daniel said, like recovery, is that more?
Ooh, there's a different word for recovery. So
yeah, describing we are.
Ooh, I can't think of the word. Let me go to Google. Synonym.
Let me just pull up. I've already written sort of a document that might help with some stuff. What is it?
Improvement.
Oh.
Is it rehabilitating?
Rehabilitating? It almost sounds like medical, doesn't it?
A little bit. But that's okay.
Yeah, chuck it down. I'm just going to find this document I have because I've got quite a bit of stuff. So we're describing, I've got here, we create 100% natural high quality products that optimize and accelerate human performance.
All right, so optimizing, accelerating.
Where you got educational already because I've got that there.
Yeah.
Educational, impactful, resourceful.
Ooh, I like it. Boom. All right, we're out of time. Bing.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to. All right, so if we had to pick one.
One? Yeah, what's the strongest one there? No, not organic. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably go high quality. I'm talking more product focused right now. What do I like it. For?
All right. All right, let's look at culture. So,
culture is the essence of the brand, and what do we like? Orion's culture in his group, like so we're talking now. I think in some ways it was sort of similar. Our culture's going to be
other people, vegans.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So vegan, for example, could be a potential.
Yeah, vegan athletes,
Athletic.
Athletic sport orientated.
Yeah.
Health orientated, I guess.
There we go.
Health orientated, where our culture is
it results driven?
Yeah, results driven, 100%. Results driven. I guess when I talk about that optimizing performance, so it's like, which is results driven, I suppose, isn't it? Where
optimistic is
one. Optimistic, goal driven.
There we go.
Our culture is, I guess, at the same time, like there's we're very, and it goes back to the resources, the tools it provides, very like educational, like we've already said. So yeah, community driven, community support.
Supportive.
We're supportive, again, that will come with like athletes, sponsoring athletes.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, like charity sort of stuff, so we want to be, what's the word when you're
charitable, philanthropic.
Yeah, that's the one. Philanthropy, I don't know how to spell it either.
Oh my god, that one's a killer. It'll drive me crazy all meeting if I don't.
So charitable, philanthropic, where it's giving. Let's go back to the stock. Yeah. What do we got here?
Fine, these are all good.
Approximately, it feels official kind of feel. There's not much more there.
How about when I see the logo, when I saw the logo for the first time, I was like, it's like future paced, like it's fast. Like when I look at that logo and it's created in that italicized look, like it tells me that it's like forward thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Definitely, I think that's what we want to take it, being more innovative with our products. We're talking to a gut health doctor right now who's looking at, formulation. So we're working with, experts in the field. We want to be innovative, not just another sort of supplement company.
Love it.
I guess our culture is, our culture is honest. It's about being honest with each other, honest in our products.
I think it's unique, just from the way you spell your name.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, and that's what I think, and that's where it makes sense, and that's you bringing that up is a great thing to use in our website copy, is that we are unique. Our products are unique because they work. They're 100%, natural. They're not done, and that's a great messaging that we're trying to get with that.
Yes.
Unique. Yes. Our culture is, a purpose-driven.
Purposeful.
Purposeful.
Passionate. You're passionate about your community.
100%, yeah. Like anyone that's going to be involved is, I guess, we put on sponsored athletes. We want athletes to believe in the brand, not just because they're making a big buck. So it's that kind of thing is going to be big. What else?
I think you guys are committed.
Yeah, definitely.
60 seconds. You guys are doing good.
Yeah. Once you start talking, it's all right. Innovative, honest, unique, purpose, passionate. Culture. What do you want people to feel? What can I see, Henry?
I feel like family oriented.
Yeah, because we look at Ryan's audience as family oriented, and a lot of them are going to come from that. So we can probably cross over a few things there, family orientated. Yeah, so we've got goal driven here, which is probably covered how you mentioned. Put a business. That's probably it. But look at that, same as the other line.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. With a couple seconds to spare. I love it.
Which one do you like the most out of that?
Oh yeah, that one is good.
Yeah, everyone you got to pick one. I'll let you pick which one you want as a favourite, then I'm one that stands out for me. Culture.
Yeah.
Culture. I me personally like when you that unique angle.
Yeah.
But again, is that more like, is it culture? I guess, is
right. You have to think overall.
Yeah, like our culture is probably, like Daniel's saying, health orientated.
Yeah. There you go. I see these popping out, like goal driven, community driven, health oriented.
And that's what we want. We want those athletes that are like, they want to fuel their bodies with the best, because they know that giving their bodies the best is what's going to, make them achieve their goal.
That's it. There you go.
Few of them we could, like, at the top one. Health.
These are more, yeah. Unique I like, but it's not right, guys. Probably not.
Yeah.
I jumped the gun a little bit, but is there a consensus that it's health oriented, or?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. All right. So looking at our community now, right? These are our users. What's going on in the mind of these guys? Like, how do we want to be, I'm sorry, let me take that back. How do we want to be perceived by our community? So our community leader, our community is looking to us as...
We want to be as honest, trustful.
There we go. Honest, trustful.
Yeah, unique, innovative. A lot of these words will cross over. That's how we want them to feel that. Again,
about like the word fresh comes to mind, but like invigorated.
Yeah, invigorated, definitely. We want them to feel that no matter what product they buy from us, it's the trust is there, the quality is there. So quality, passionate. What are the words? See, a lot of those words we use at the bottom of the we are will probably, fit in here. Our users, our community want us to feel, supportive.
Yeah. Togetherness is the word.
I guess almost like collaborative as well.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Our community users are our users. All right. So our values got to align with theirs. Our values need to align with theirs. So
we're goal driven. We're
Are they focused?
So explain this again. So we're saying our users, our community is...
Yeah, so just think of it from a value standpoint, right? You have certain values, like you want integrity, right? I can tell just by hanging out with you for 4 hours already, like you're a man of your word, like, and you want to work with other people that have integrity within themselves as well. So it doesn't matter if we use Onest or we use our end customer. We got to look at those values and what are those values. And well, there we go. Loyal.
Loyal, like you said, that integrity sort of side of things, which comes back to our products and our with trustworthy.
Integrity.
How do I say it? We stand we're passionate about the products we create. So,
how about focused is the word that I keep.
Focused. Yeah, I guess we're focused on our mission, and that is to provide innovative products that optimize human performance. mission driven, mission based.
Yeah, I mean, we could also put results or
So like I was saying, sort of the charity side of thing, that's like it's almost like a giving back aspect is a big part of our community, and that's the same with our users. They're going to give back to other people. We want that to carry across from what we do, so they see it as something they should do as well.
I love it.
So
What's the word? What's the word like? Innovative is one, but like when you come out of the gate first, like you want to be like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. First to market, it's like a market leader.
Yeah.
Probably for now. So
here, like leader is the word.
Yeah, 100% leader. What else have we got here?
It's a good list.
What's it? I don't think like that word there, but more what's the word? I'm trying to take what Daniel's got, like specialist, but like each person that is with us is almost, it's like a specialist in their field, but they're how do I explain it?
Market expert? No. Subject matter experts, like.
Yeah, it probably doesn't make sense what I'm trying to say with this. So what do you think? Specialist is in like. Yeah, I guess, but that probably doesn't fit into our. So it's like that's the culture. How does that relate to these? Innovate, honestly, passionate, committed, family oriented. We got loyal in there. Then we got.
Yep. All right, so we're out of time. So let's pick one. And if something comes to mind later on, guys, like you could always Facebook message me and I can add it in. Like, I don't want you to think like the door slammed in your face. This is a working document, so we could always add it later. But for sake of time, I wanna pick one and out of this column. What's that?
We're on it? Yeah, I think so. Like we need that.
Honest or trustworthy?
Yeah, honest, trustful, or unique sort of things are popping me. Honest is what this whole thing's built around. That's what we want to use our messaging.
Yep. And you could play around.
I think our tagline we want to run with is, only something around products that don't lie.
I love it. All right, so dude, this one should be good. This one's going to be easy for you guys. Your brand personality, your brand's voice.
Okay, authentic. So like, what do we stand for? What are we? Authentic. You look at Ryan. What he's passionate. Our personality is passionate, authentic.
This one comes to mind.
Yeah, 100% friendly. Our personality is what's the word? Not educational. Like we provide. Like our personality is resourceful. Again, a lot of that stuff will come out. Our personality is we're committed, driven. Yeah. Our personality. Energetic, 100%. Personality is, would you say, I wouldn't say unique, our brand. Yeah, I guess you'd have to say unique is our brand. And that's where it comes in, like our personality, bringing in experts, that's the unique aspect of it. Not just bring out the same information. Unique personality is strong.
Love it.
Authentic, trustworthy.
This one's different.
Foundational, yeah. Foundational. Where I guess like I'm looking at the column next. You got there warm. Like our personality is warm. We're not intimidating. We're
yes, I love it. Inviting.
Trustworthy, yeah.
Inviting is the word.
So warm, trustworthy. So inviting.
I had one at the tip of my tongue and I forgot it. See if it comes back to me.
Personality, innovative. Would you use innovative there? Probably safe, yeah. Innovative, that's probably not our brand. Is that innovative, okay? Special, belonging. I'm trying to read the other stuff. Something. Inspirational.
That's a big one.
Our personality is motivating, motivational. And that comes in our storytelling. Our personality is storytelling.
We could put that.
Yeah.
One that was on it. Aha. I like that one. Is inviting.
We're kind of. I think when we're talking, we're portraying our messaging, what we sort of stand for in a way.
I think your messaging is direct. Simplistic is another two that I think.
Yeah, really simplistic. What's the word? Again, we're trying to say that our products are all science back driven, so it's like I guess that's
reputable.
Reputable, yeah, 100%. Perfect. Empowering.
You guys are going to crush this one.
Yeah,
so much easier to do personality.
Yeah, the next few ones aren't too bad. What else we got here? What's our brand voice? We are.
I want to say, like, something about you guys are like you're grounded. Like, you know what you stand for.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't. When I think you guys, I think Ryan. I think like you guys know what you want and you're going to get it. Like, like there's no stopping you, and you know what you want and you know what you don't want, and you're not afraid to say it. And I think that's what's really going to draw the line in the sand with you guys. As you strengthen this brand.
Yeah. That's got like the direct word. What is it from? Well, I guess like these kind of words, warm, our brand voice, and that's what we're saying, like family oriented. So that's the brand voice is saying, hey, you're our friend too, sort of thing.
I think you're forward thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That personality has that forward thinking.
Yeah, which works with all the words we use, innovative and that kind of stuff. Definitely.
Yeah,
so it's
very simple. Very simple.
How long we got left on this one?
No, we got 20 seconds left.
One more. Let's get one more. What do we got?
Here's one that we didn't think of. I'll plop it in. Positive.
Yeah, very true. Positive. Yeah.
There you go.
So we have to pick one here. Okay, let's have a look.
Stuff. I came up with some good ones here.
I'm liking like this, or what are you thinking? Yeah, that's what I had to. Authentic. Let's go authentic.
All right. Okay. Moving right along. So, let me just save this up.
What does it make our customers feel? And again, you look at a lot of these words and you're just like,
Yeah, it's again, how did it make them feel? Here we go.
So I put something like alive.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, there's the word that I wanted.
You can leave empowered there.
Yeah.
You can leave safe, special, confident. Don't know about timeless, and I don't know about harmony. Healthy, invigorated, energetic, which is what, and strong. Yep. Energetic. What's the word like? What's the word for like, when they know they're part of something that's giving back, they feel, they feel warm, they feel, That's what I'm trying to. It's sort of like,
significant.
Yeah, significant. They feel helpful. They feel
alive.
Alive, yeah. That's the first one we said. We forgot to put in there. Perfect. They feel. What do they feel with us? With our brand, they feel. Yeah, content. Yeah. We make you feel. Happy is probably a big one. Happy, supported, accepted.
Aha. Huge. Part of something. This is a little bit strong out. Part of something bigger. Word. Part of something bigger. And I'm trying to think one word.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Like Daniel said, like how do what do they feel when they feel like they're not being ripped off? They feel, they're not skeptical. They're not being. I guess we're genuine, but what does that make them feel? That's safe. It's appreciated. Like sense of like a. Do you get what we're sort of getting at with that?
It's safe. They feel safe. You're protecting them.
Yeah, you got that up the top. We kept that from before, so that's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's safe. A lot of these guys, again, when we're selling, we're trying to get them into products and programs that optimize their performance. So we're making them feel like they're achieving their goals. They're progressing.
Aha, progressive. There you go.
We make them feel like. Again, it goes back to their goals. Their when they achieve something, they're feeling rewarded. Yeah, we've got happy. Yeah. To make them feel comfortable.
Aha.
Healthy, alive, invigorated. What's some more words when they?
Is this one?
Sorry?
Powerful?
Yeah, I think so. If you're feeling good inside and mentally, you're powerful. Confident. Yeah, pain-free. It's true. Pain-free. Pain-free. Yeah, that's true. We make them feel clean. We make them feel free, liberated, confident, pain-free. What's liberated? What's that stand? What's liberated again? It's more like I don't know what that is. It just sounds good.
Yeah, free, liberated, same thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's not. Optimistic. That's what it is. That's what that word. I'm so passionate. Musically, yeah, we don't have that in there. Positive, I guess that's their positive. Daniel said.
I like it.
Yeah, and that's like I think mind, like through the mind, we make them feel. I guess alive is the word I'm after, which we've got. I think that's to be honest, that's the word that I feel is
the strongest.
Alive. Yeah, it's the one that very powerful.
I love it. And there we go. 503. Excellent.
Yeah, they work well,
I love that. I love that a lot. Let me go.
Yeah.
All right.
This one's like with our products. I'll let Andrew explain.
Yeah. So we tangibly help you blank. So we got to think outcome, benefit. So what are they actually taking away?
So like you can keep, save time, save money, definitely. They're things like, get rid of archive, sorry.
They are potentially preserving their body.
Yeah, well, I guess we're giving them connections, you know, like, for example, inside of a group and stuff, they're getting connections. Someone might start talking, get a job, you know, introductions, definitely. We're giving them security, I guess security in themselves, you know, identity. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Like, we're almost giving them at no cost. We're bringing in a doctor that will talk to them about gut health. You know, that's a resource for free. Gather more memories, identity values. Okay, so a lot of those we can keep. What additional ones are we giving them? We're giving them a sense of direction.
Shit.
Yeah, so we're so like we're adding something in here like quality, like products. Is that sort of? Can you scroll back up to time, money, quantity? Time, money. We tangibly help you with time, money. So it's something like so if you have a look here, like how, you're almost saying how, what are we offering them to make them feel like this? Healthy lifestyle. We're offering them educational, community friends. 100%. Daniel's saying community friends. You know.
Oh yeah.
We tangibly help you.
How about this? What do we give? Give them results. How about we give them frameworks?
Yeah, definitely results, frameworks. Yeah, we're giving those sort of stepping stones to make right direction decisions. We're giving them guidance,
Big one.
mentorship. Yeah, you're doing well.
I'm starting to pick up on this brand.
Yeah, well, you can see. You sort of everything on it. Change. I think we had something similar, like a new direction, sense of direction. Today was sort of saying like. Sorry, go.
Go ahead.
What did you say? Yeah, I'm trying to think how you'd word that. So he's sort of saying like, you know, life-changing change of sort of life. Life changing. Yeah, that's powerful enough.
Yeah. It's a great list, my friends.
Yeah.
We got about a minute left if you want to continue. Let's.
I want to look through this one. So save time, save money, safety, preservation. What's the biggest thing out of that, you think, Daniel, that we're giving them? Connections, introduction.
What would people want to know?
Great question.
Yeah, they want a healthy lifestyle, don't they? They want.
Yeah, like I think like money's not. I don't want to ever use sort of money as a like. It's obviously great. Yeah, I think we're attracting the wrong people. And healthy lifestyle or life changing. I guess my thing is with life changing, we're not. I don't know. I look at Ryan more as life-changing on the front end because they're coming in. But these guys are probably already buying supplements. And like, I guess the supplement is, I don't know, for me it's not life-changing. It's, if that makes sense, to you?
It does. No, I'm with you. It's almost like it's like supportive. Like, what do I want? If I want a company like yours to be part of my life, I want you guys to really care about me.
That's the big one. I think a lot of people, and I see it right now with my other brand, is that we build a community because we care, and they are really, really, like, they say it. We got a group, Facebook group, and they really enjoy it. So I think a lot of people want to be accepted. It's a big part of it. So, that sort of caring, what we give back to our community, our people is You know, we give a sense of family. You know, we give a sense of camaraderie, a sense of I just know that from people, every person, no matter how macho you are, how alpha male you are, you want to be accepted.
Okay.
You know,
Let's get that on here because we're going to give them acceptance.
I almost feel like that, for me, just from talking about it, the strongest because of just knowing how people react. Like, just think about yourself whenever you're sort of left out of something. What are you know, even if you feel I'm left out, I'm not accepted, you know, it's just, maybe I feel it more or not, but I feel that the human population is just how we're wired.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Megan, what do you think? Yeah, okay, let's run with the acceptance, I think.
Go with that. Okay. So here's the part that we didn't do last time that is going to be a little bit fun here, and we're going to have to finesse it a little bit. All right, so what we need to do is I have this framework here, and what I'll do is let me just pull up a Word doc. And so what we need to do is I'm gonna fill in some space here. So what we're gonna do is Honest Health provides. Okay, so I'm gonna spell this out to you. So Honest Health provides, and what's our product or service? Supplements?
Yeah, supplements, yes.
Okay. 2, and who's our customer? So we go to
it's hard because you've got 3 personas, don't we? So I almost look at it to anybody that's looking to optimize. Is that? Let me just talk it out, and we can come back to it. To anybody that's looking to optimize their performance and live a healthy lifestyle. Health conscious individuals who are looking to optimize optimize and accelerate human performance.
Let me simplify. We're not there yet. All right. So Honest Health provides supplements to health conscious individuals in a blank culture. So what we want to do is we want to go over to Photoshop. Right? Exactly. So we're going to health-oriented culture.
Yep. So is that saying that they're already health-oriented?
Yeah, so let's. I know you see you come on. Let's do the exercise, and I think you can still already see too.
So health-oriented environment, and again, this is really, really loose, so it's going to sound funky. I'm telling you right now until we define it. But let me just. So what we got to do is with a blank voice. So let's look at what we choose for voice. Yes. So authentic voice. Helping them feel. And what's that feeling?
Alive.
Yeah. Feel alive. And what's the impact we had? So impact was.
Was that the impact? Yeah, down the bottom of the last column, I think it's accepted.
Yes. Yeah. Again, this is very, very rough, but as you can see, this is why I told you to pick one out of each column. So, Onest Health provides supplements to health-conscious individuals in a health-oriented environment with an authentic voice, helping them feel alive and accepted. Listen, that's a very straightforward statement, That could be, very much
it's not.
how you position yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Onest Health provides supplements to health-conscious individuals in a health-oriented. Don't like that. Just that health-conscious individuals in a health-oriented environment.
I know it sounds repetitious.
If you want to use that high quality, Onest Health provides high-quality supplements.
Yeah.
High quality supplements to health conscious individuals. I almost like that. Onest Health provides high quality supplements to health conscious individuals who want to. What we had here, that optimize and accelerate human performance. Optimize and accelerate human performance with an authentic voice, helping them feel alive and accepted. It's almost getting rid of that in a healthy and health-oriented environment. I don't like that part.
Did I erase too much?
No, that's right. Onest Health provides high-quality supplements to health-conscious individuals that optimize and accelerate human performance with an authentic. It sort of sounds weird. With an authentic voice, with an authentic voice, helping them feel alive and accepted.
I think
authentic approach, helping individuals instead of them. Individuals feel alive and accepted.
Well, we're referencing these folks, so them would be fitting here.
Helping them feel alive and accepted.
Yeah. So this statement here is going to go in the brief. All right, it's not going to go on a website or anything like that just yet. So I just want you guys to know that. So this doesn't have to be perfect, but this is going to help the design team position the look and feel of this identity. So that's sort of why it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be.
I can see for what you're trying to. It's going to help them a lot. That alive and accepted part is a big one. They want to feel invigorated when they hit that page.
Onest Health provides high quality substance.
High quality, I think. I don't think we're health conscious. Same thing. Yeah. Do you want that tagline? Will that help the guys at all? Products. Do you like that tagline?
What is it?
Onest Health products something like products that don't lie. Very simple. I don't know if that
well, that. See, we bring in the authentic approach.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, makes amazing well.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So what I need to do is let's close that out. We don't need that anymore. I'm gonna go here.
Even when there's nothing to say, playing a role, humble lion, supplying pressure, defying physical strain. Never live in limited lanes. Give me a limited domain.
Looking at the next goals.
Yeah, it's going fast. Holy crap! It's 5 already. Yeah. All right. So let's do this. Here.
Something to ground you from inside the people around you who empathize and help you survive in environments full of resistance. So it's no surprise you realize and it requires assistance. Follow through with all of your dreams and honor commitments, regardless if you believe it's coming to our existence or that you achieve through the support you receive. You better believe the seas and tides change instead of a blind sight.
You do much graphic stuff there in terms of ongoing, Henry, or do you just sort of mainly focus on this? Like where's trying to find
I have some packages, like monthly packages, that I could do specifically if you're looking for sort of ongoing design work and branding work, I could put you in a custom package.
I want to chat to you about it because it's one thing we're struggling with around someone to have on a day-to-day basis that can help with, you know, the Instagram stuff. And I know we talked about you'll do some templates or something anyway once we get to that point, but you're having someone every day that's available, you know, sort of what someone will need.
Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we actually design content for our clients for social media on a daily basis, and we actually govern their accounts too. So there's a couple levels. I typically do like 3 posts a day, Monday through Friday, for like $1,500 a month. So we actually are creating the content. You're completely hands off, and we're cranking behind the scenes for you. So we could discuss that though. All right. So what I need to do is I got to pull this over here, and I need to fill this in. So we are high quality. We are honest,
authentic, alive as well. Is that other?
Yeah.
Alive.
What's the last one?
Last one was, I think it was authentic, wasn't it? It was only 5.
Acceptance. All right, this is great. I love it.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, we nailed that one as far as time goes.
Perfect.
Save that up. Save this up. All right, so what we need to do next is, let me just double check what I gotta do here. Sort of have a timeline here that I follow. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do next. So our next call, we're gonna break down sort of our prioritization goals. So we have revenue, we have awareness, and we have efficiency. All right. So the one that I really want to pay close attention to is awareness, brand awareness. All right. So on our next call, I have a little formula that you and I will work together on, or Daniel, you're more than welcome to come on board again. And the way we break this down is term, short, medium, and long term, the actual goal itself, the desirability of getting that goal done, the what's the word, doability, can we execute it quickly, and then we total the number up. So we do it on a scale from 1 to 10. 1, complete pain in the ass. 10, we can crank that out, no problem. So what we want to look at is, we want to look at the goal, and we want to see what goals come out with a sum of 15 or more, or 16 or more. And whatever we look at as because we're just doing the design here, I want to do this for you just for your own sake. So you can use this formula for other things if you want in your life. But we're going to do this because it's going to help you get clear on what needs to happen next. Because the last thing I want to do is create a really high functioning design for you, and you don't know what to do with it after I leave. You know what I mean? That's like leaving you high and dry, and I don't want to do that. So that's why we create these prioritization goals for you, to sort of help you once you get done. Hey, listen, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You want to hire me back and help you execute some of this stuff, like long-term, medium-term? I'm here for you. I'd be more than happy to do it, because I know the brand inside and out already. But what I want you to focus in on is all those goals that we come up with that have a total of 16 or more. Those are the ones you go cranking on first. So especially for awareness goals, for example, we're going to talk about social media strategy on our next call, right? So anything that you're able to crank out quickly, I want you to start doing it, as we're building the site in the background. You don't need to wait for me. to start building content and stuff like that, and getting yourself out there, because you want to dig the well before they're thirsty.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Right.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. So let's look at my calendar here. Let's look at next week. Okie dokie. All right, so this time works really, really well. I have Monday. I essentially have the whole week open for you.
Yeah. Monday would be our Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tuesday 8. Can you do with Ryan? Oh, he's just gonna have to wake up. Ryan's struggling. He goes to bed really late. So what's the next call? I'm trying to think. I want him on the next call. Ryan won't be on the Onest one. So
Okay.
Let's do 8. Let's do the same time on your Monday for Onest.
Okay, so let's do Jordan and Henry, and we're gonna do Ryan.
Ryan will be. We could do the next day. If you can do an hour later, that'd be great. If not, I'll get him up earlier.
All right. But Monday though, we want to do prioritization goals. I like to write this down. For what brand? Onest or Ryan?
Onest.
Let's get you.
So for that next task, is it something we can prepare for? Or you prefer that we just come on the call and sort of talk it out?
I could give you the framework, and you could sort of play around with it if you want. Let me do that. So this way, I'll do this. All right. So let me book the next. So then we want to do. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. So let's delete all events. Because I gotta get that off. I don't go on Tuesdays anymore. All right. So let's do this. Jordan. Ryan. Don't defile that gift, letting your days go by. The world for guys and girls in time, it's worlds, letting your days go by. The wind, the world, to earn for pearls, it's kin, let the days go by. Okay, let me show you this. So I'm gonna go to let me get my framework from another client and just copy and paste it into your Google Drive. And then I'll go over it with you so you're not like, what the hell is he talking about? Is that?
The Ryan's is the next day, so your Tuesday an hour later? Or
you want me to? I could probably swing that hour later.
Look, we'll just get Ryan up. Let's get up.
Well, get him up. Get him up.
He's not on it,
yeah, we'll get him up. We'll get him up. All right. So this is copy. I'm going to leave this filled in just to give you an idea. Let's pull down here. I'll share screens with you in a second. Just
two calls after this.
Yeah.
Alright, so share screen. Bing.
Yeah, for on pretty much. Well, Tommy just go over everything.
All right, so real quick, here's your revenue goals. Oh, let me get the I'm gonna just get the ledger for you so you know what the hell you're doing. All right. So this is inside of your Google Doc. So you got your short, medium, and long-term goals, 30 days or less, 30 to 60, 1 to 10. Okay, so here's your revenue goals, and here's one that like from another client. He wants to sell X amount of copies of his book for $7.95. The desirability is a 10. The doability is a 10. It's a short-term goal. Total is 18. That's something that he can crank out really, really quick. Okay. The one that we want to put in here that I forgot is budget. So I'll fix this. You don't need to stay here on the call for that, but we need to get some sort of budget there. All right. So we have an idea of what we're looking at. So what you want to do is, this is just a framework. So start playing, start to fill that in a little bit.
Oh, perfect.
And then we can touch base on Monday and start to go into those in detail. And this way, at the end of that call, you'll have some real solid, concrete stuff to work with going forward. So I can tell you so we'll do that for both brands next week. Then I can tell you that the following call will be 30-minute call. It'll be a client brief review. So I'm going to go over the brief with you. Basically, all the calls combined. I'm just going to sort of summarize it, make it real pretty into a nice PDF for you. Have you approve that? We'll also have some design direction for you to take a peek at. Nothing like a design proof of any means. We're just going over color scheme. We're going over like overall identity ideas. Have you take a peek at that, make sure that you're comfortable and you can digest that. Then from there, we go into a stylescape. So we start to come up with, it's almost like a mood board, but on steroids. It's like we create this whole theatrical type of look and feel. And then once you approve that, then we can go into the design. So like I told you guys the other day, I scaffold the way that I do this. So when we present the design of the actual sites for you, you're like, okay, we've been talking about this for 2 weeks. There's no surprise here. This is exactly what I've been doing.